Hey everyone, it's Wendy Hutchinson with Alinea Life Coaching and The Path of Me. I wanted to get on today and talk about releasing the agenda because it's something I've been working on really diligently and consciously for many, many years. And I felt it was an important message right now because what we should really be focusing on is living our best life and setting an example for the people around us, but not forcing people to adopt our point of view or align with our agenda. Because so many people think they're doing things to support others, coming from a place of love, but really they're coming from a place of fear. And what that looks like is maybe you have a child who doesn't want to go to college, but you really want them to go to college because you feel like they're not going to have a future if they don't go to college. So you start pushing and pushing and pushing, and they start pushing back because that's not what their soul or what's calling to their soul. Maybe they're meant to be something different. Maybe they're meant to go to a trade school or be an artist or musician or a baker or something that's not traditional. But we have all these agendas and expectations of the people around us. I think so many of us are guilty of that for the people in our families, friends, and coworkers. We always feel like we know what's best for everybody around us, but maybe we should bring our attention back and focus on ourselves and becoming the best version of ourselves. And maybe through that example, people will align with that for themselves. And go, what's that person doing over there? And why are they so happy and balanced and centered in their life? Maybe I want more of that. And maybe that will inspire somebody to make changes based on things that they're observing in you. But really, that's not the point. The point is for us to allow everybody to walk their own path, to find their own way, and love them unconditionally. Which means if they're not aligning with what you want, you love them anyway. Because every person has a right to follow their own calling and navigate their life the way they see fit. It might not look like what you want it to look like, and that's okay. Because there's sometimes a very much a higher perspective, one that we're not even aware of. Maybe chess pieces are being moved, and one experience is going to lead to another, and it might have to be an experience of failure. It might have to be a train wreck. It might have to be a physical accident. It might have to be something that looks on the outside like it's terrible, but maybe it's going to be very impactful and, push that individual to the next level of evolution for them. So we need to kind of rein in the judgment and the expectation and the emotional hooks that are tied to the judgment and the expectations of the people we have around us, and just allow them to be who they need to be. I have a lot of different people in my life who follow different religions, which I think is great. If that makes them a better person and that's their path, I think that's wonderful. I am a spiritual person. I'm not someone who follows organized religion. It's never spoken to me. But I would like the same grace extended to me or my beliefs and my truths as I'm extending to others. I think we should all give each other the grace to be who we need to be, believe what we want to believe, and make the choices and decisions that will move us forward in our lives. Because ultimately, the only person we have control over is ourselves and our future. We have 100% control over that. Everything else we have no control over. But I see so many people trying to influence others to align with their agenda. And it often creates a lot of resentment, conflict, disappointment. There's a lot of emotional hooks that come with placing your agenda on other people. Some people want their kids. I think it's huge around parenting. You know, people want their kids to hit these marks in life. They want their kids to look amazing so that they as parents look amazing. Like, oh, look at my kid. He's making all this money. Look at my kid. He found this gorgeous partner in life. You know, none of us escape unscathed in life. We all have our shit, okay? Facebook is great to stay connected to people we love, but it's also a lot of bullshit. Okay, everybody struggles. Everybody has stuff they're not showing on Facebook that's happening in their lives. That is challenging. It might be something deeply personal, and you don't need to share everything on Facebook. But what I'm saying is there's this illusion that everybody has these perfect lives and this perfect everything. And we all have our stuff, you know, that we're wrestling with in life, whether it's physical challenges, emotional challenges, family challenges. So I guess the point of my video today is to ask you all to step back, disengage, unhook emotionally from the expectations that you have and the behaviors of the people around you. If people are going off on tangents and doing crazy things and having difficult outcomes, oh well. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to allow it. You have to accept it. You have to be present and love unconditionally and love without judgment. And just know that it'll all shake out. Eventually, people will pick themselves up and find their way, you know. And we just need to stay in our lane and keep showing up with an open heart and doing our best and being the best version of ourselves. And that's all we can do, because we're the only people we have 100% control over. So I guess that's my message. Detach from the agenda, step back, unconditional love, show up for people. Now, unconditional love doesn't mean enabling. Okay, that doesn't mean making life so easy for everybody around you that they become dependent on you. You don't want to create codependence. You want to create independence in all your relationships. So show up with an open heart, show up with boundaries. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm not willing to do. And respect yourself, respect your time, respect your resources. And I guess that's about it. I hope that this little nugget will help somebody out there. It's something I've been working so consciously and intentionally on for the last probably 10 years. It's been 10 years, 10 solid years of working on detachment, on unconditional love, on releasing judgment. Releasing judgment has taken me years. And I mean, like, when I decided to start working on judgment and unconditional love in my life, man, I didn't realize how judgmental I was until I started consciously working on it. You know, it took forever. Anyway, I'm a life coach. I'm a spiritual coach. I help people navigate ascension. I help people live their best life. So if that's something that you're looking for in your life, looking to come back to your authentic self, your alignment, your self empowerment, contact me. I'll put my information in the description below. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. It's so beautiful connecting with you all. Thank you for taking a moment to watch my video. I think you're all amazing and everything's possible for you. So have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.